So we're doing this cocktail today to celebrate CFK's 20th anniversary for the cookbook. And obviously I'm going to make a cocktail that is inspired by Kenya. And I'm going to give it a little bit of a North Carolina twist. So the traditional Dawa cocktail that they make in Kenya, that's what we're going to do today. And let's talk about the ingredients first. We're going to start off with some vodka. So obviously Top Organic Spirits vodka. You'll need a lime. You'll need a little bit of sugar, which I'm actually going to omit today because I think we've got enough sweetness that we're going to use honey. So the honey is actually what makes it a truly Kenyan cocktail because Kenya has a long history of beekeeping. And so this is unfortunately not from Kenya, but it is organic honey. And then we've got the Dawa stick, which is another key part of the cocktail, I think, to make it more Kenyan. And it's basically a stick that you can use as a muddler and as a stirrer. And these have little Messiah beads on them. They're pretty cool. You can buy them online. They come with little things like this. So to truly make your cocktail Kenyan, get yourself a Dawa stick. And then to make the twist on the cocktail, to make it more North Carolina, I'm adding some North Carolina ginger and some North Carolina heat. These are red hot chili peppers that I grew in my garden. And so we're gonna just use a little bit of this. All right, let's start making the cocktail. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna want to muddle a little bit of the ginger. It's just gonna be the hardest thing to break up. So I just made a nice little slice. I'm gonna throw it in there and I'm gonna break that up a little bit with the muddler, just get some of the juice out from it. And then I'm gonna add the lime. And so I'm gonna cut off a wheel to make for the garnish. And the rest of the lime, I'm just gonna chop up so I can muddle it a lot easier. All right, I'll throw that whole thing in there and we're gonna muddle that again. Just release the juices. It doesn't really matter how hard you muddle it. And it's actually good to muddle the skin a little bit, the peel, because that'll release some of the essential oils from the lime. Give it a little bit brighter, give the cocktail a little bit of a brighter flavor. And that is good enough. And I'm gonna put some pepper in there. Now I'm not gonna put very much pepper because it is quite hot. So maybe about an inch or so. And I'm gonna muddle that a little bit, but I don't wanna break this up because I wanna be able to see this floating in the drink because it is quite warm. All right, that's good enough. That'll release a little bit of heat to it. And now I'm gonna add the vodka. So the recipe calls for 2 ounces. But because I am the spirit guide, a little more. We're gonna give that a quick stir. Looks good. And then we're gonna top that with the crushed ice. You can use it a little bit more easy to drink. And we're gonna put that lime wheel garnish on there. The last thing you need to do is put the honey in. So obviously the more honey you put on the Dawa stick, which is a magic stick, the more honey you put on this, the sweeter the drink's gonna be. I'm gonna dip it about an inch or so. And then that goes into the drink. And you can just leave it in there. You can stir it around. If you stir it a little bit, it'll make the drink sweeter a little bit faster. And there you have it. A collaboration cocktail for Kenya and North Carolina. Cheers to Carolina for Kibera and their 20th anniversary. Look forward to seeing this cookbook and hope you all are able to enjoy some of these fantastic cocktails.